What's up, y'all? Welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to be diving into the Arizona Easy Fletch. We're going to cover some of the specifics about the product itself, some of my personal opinions from using it, the cost, and what you can expect when buying an Arizona Easy Fletch. So let's dive into the product specifics for the Arizona Easy Fletch. So as far as arrows go, this fletching tool can house carbon or aluminum arrows from a micro diameter arrow such as this Vector HMR all the way up to your 5/16 kind of your standard traditional arrow. Now for carbon arrows, I know they offer a true helical right, a true helical left, and a straight. For the aluminum arrows, I'm not positive. I didn't see that when I was doing my research. But they also offer what is called the Arizona Easy Fletch Bolt. So this is the Mini Max. The Bolt is for crossbows. So for all those people that use crossbows and like to use crossbows, Easy Fletch has got you covered. So with the Mini Max, if you're looking to put some vanes or feathers on your arrows, obviously, it can house vanes and feathers up to 3 inches long, so that's just something to keep in mind when shopping around for different vanes. Next, I kind of wanted to touch on some of the pros and cons of using the Easy Fletch. We'll start with the pros. Obviously, it's super simple and user-friendly. I mean, you just pop the top off, open it up, take your arrow. There's a groove in there for the nock to fit. It sits in. You add your vanes, add some glue, close it up, and then you throw the top back on, secures it in place up top, you pull and twist, secures it in place on the bottom, and you let it sit. I think it takes 2 minutes, just kind of depending on the glue. I'm using Loctite, and you've got a fletched arrow. It doesn't get much simpler than that. They're relatively cheap if you compare them to like a Bitzenberg or one of those other more expensive jigs. And then they're also super compact. I mean, it's very little. I can store it in my hunting bag. I can take it with me in case I need to fletch one on the road. Some of the cons that I would say, you kind of lose adjustability. You can buy replacement arms, obviously, to have a helical right, have a straight fletch, but as far as this goes, you get max helical and that's what you get. So with some of those other jigs, I know you can make a little more customized on what you want, but for the average arrow builder, someone like myself who just does it casually to fix an arrow here or there, I don't think you can go wrong. Next, I wanted to cover where you can pick one of these up, the cost of them in relation to some of the other more popular jigs. So you can pick these up. Bass Pro actually carries them. Podium Archer, MFJJ, he's always got some of these. Dan over at Elk Shape sells them as well as you can buy them straight through Arizona Easy Fletch. One thing I will say is they're rarely in stock. I have noticed with the true helical left being very popular, this becoming more popular. I had to watch the stores for a while and just wait. I wanted to support some of the creators, so I bought it straight from them. So I had to wait. They were never in stock. Right was always only one in stock. So keep that in mind if you're going to buy one of these. The true helical left, very popular, always out of stock. So just keep that in mind. For the cost, they're $65. I think that's that's fairly cost efficient. The Bitzenberger, it's $100 and then $33 to $35 for each individual clamp if you want different clamps. With this, it's $65 if you want replacements to have a helical right or have a straight fletch. They're like $18 to $19 straight through Easy Fletch. The replacement caps are $5. So all in all, it's fairly more cost efficient. If you're trying to get into it, haven't done it before, similar to my situation, this is a great way to get into, fletching your own arrows, take out a lot of the variability, give yourself a nice consistent fletch. Next, I kind of wanted to just give you my personal opinion on it. As somebody who has shot archery for a long time but never got into the arrow building side of things, always had to, either buy them pre-made when I was first starting, and as I got more serious, I'm driving to a bow tech that I go to and having him, build me a half dozen arrows. Shooting them, having to drive an hour and a half to go to this bow tech really became kind of an issue for me. So, I'm either shooting the fletching off the arrow, it's going deep into the target and ripping, and I'm running out of arrows. I'm like, I either have to drive, an hour and a half and pay this guy to make me some arrows, or I can get into something like this. And so for me, my personal opinion is you can't go wrong. It's great for the money. I mean, $65, you can be fletching your own arrows with a helical. It's almost hard to mess up. I mean, you literally just set your arrow in there, put some glue on the fletchings, close it up, and let it sit. So for someone who just wants a way to repair arrows as they're shooting, be able to fletch their own arrows, kind of have a hands-on experience, I think you can't go wrong with it. There's a few cons just in, it takes out some of the customization of your arrows. You can't change how much of a helical you want with this unless you buy some replacement arms, but for the average archer, I don't think that's necessarily something that's important. So for me, for $65, I say all day easy fletch over any of the others. With that being said, that's the rundown on the Arizona Easy Fletch. Talked about, product specifics, what arrows and what vanes will work for it, where to buy it, how much it costs, some personal opinions. If you liked what you saw, hit the bell, like the video, subscribe. It really does help us smaller channels get pushed out there. I'll leave a link to Arizona Easy Fletch's website in the bio. If you want to pick one up, I don't think you can go wrong. It's very simple, very easy to use, and allows you to, refletch some arrows in 5 minutes. Can't beat it. Appreciate y'all watching. Till next time.